What is up, everyone? I'm coming on here for a couple of plays for the day. And I just wanted to say today is the last day of this better promo that they've been doing. If you don't know, the past week, they have had free squares every single day. They did Luka, they've done Jokic, they've done Anthony Edwards. Pretty much all these players to just go over 1 point, which they've obviously easily done in their different playoff games. This is the play for the day, is Luka over 1 point and then Blanche to go over 2.5 pitching strikeouts. Really like this play by Blanche. I think he's going to get 3 or 4 strikeouts easily, and OddsJam does like this according to the other books. I did want to say that even though all of these better promos that we've been putting down, they are $5 max entries, so you can only put $5 on it. But I will just tell you that it adds up over time, right? So we have taken 6 so far. We have gone 4 out of 6 so far, which means we have bet $30, 6 times 5, 30, but we have won $60, right? So we are coming away with $30 in profit, and that's not even counting today's play if that ends up hitting, right? So $30 in profit over the week, right? That might sound like not too much, right? But if you are a, like, let's just say a $10 bettor, right? You put $10 in every slip. That is pretty much saying that you have 3 free slips to put down of $10 now, right? You have $30 pretty much in your better account. So just these little incremental gains over time, especially with these promos, they really add up. And really my job or kind of how I think about my responsibility as a sports betting content creator is that I need to show you guys the best ways to be profitable long term in the easiest ways possible. And the easiest ways possible to be profitable long term is to get other apps like Better, like Sleeper, like Chalkboard, and just use their promos every single day. It is so easy to do. They're constantly giving out promos. Better normally gives out 2 to 3 promos a day. Sleeper is constantly giving out promos. Chalkboard constantly gives out promos, and then they also will do deposit matches. So Better will do a $250 deposit match. Chalkboard also $250. And Sleeper is actually a $500 deposit match up until Sunday. Okay, so they've been offering a $500 deposit match for a couple of months now, but I just got notified that they are actually doing away with it on Sunday night. So Sunday at midnight is now going to change to $100. So you have 2 more days to lock that in, that $500, and I really recommend it, because if you put $500 into Sleeper, which is this middle app right here, you will get a $500 deposit match of credit on that app, right? So you'll pretty much start out with $1,000. You're doubling your money. As the easiest way to double your money. And then not only that, you can put your money down on the promos that they constantly have. And yeah, I'll just say it's the easiest money that you'll ever make. Pretty much just put money down on the promos that they send out. I always say this, but I signed up for Sleeper back in the day when they just offered $100. I started with $100, and now I'm up to $900 in my account just within a couple of months. So pretty much, you do the math, $200, $300 a month. Again, this just really adds up over time, and you're able to just make a couple $100 a month to mess around with, or I've withdrawn money from the app multiple times already and just had profit, right? I'm like, wow, I have, $500, $600 in my Sleeper app. Let me go ahead and, withdraw $300, $400, which has just been very easy money. So again, sign up for Better, sign up for Sleeper, sign up for Chalkboard. I do have a PrizePicks play as well, but get that Better pick in, and then if you deposit at least $10, right? I would say to maximize the deposit match if you can. But if you deposit $10 into any of these apps and send me a screenshot of proof, I will get you guys a free month of my VIP, where we have been cashing out every single day on these these eSports slips, as well as like NBA, WNBA, MLB. All the time, I send out 7 to 9 plays a day, sometimes even 10. And yeah, definitely take advantage of that. All of the information for these apps and my number will be in the description, so you can pretty easily do that. I will say this is how you can get access to more of my plays. It is on Winnable. So I have a free plan on Winnable, and I also have a VIP plan on my Winnable. Free plan, you'll get an additional 1 free pick a day. This was yesterday's free pick. Actually, it was the Scotty Scheffler to just go over one shot on hole 7. Really easy. And then Skylar Diggins-Smith, we took her under 6 assists. She had 5 assists. Really great. So we maximized this out at $25, and we won $75. Just as easy as that, signing up for my free plan. So I know a lot of you guys have been signing up for my free plan, so that is great to see. Really easy money there. Really funny situation with Scotty Scheffler. And then yeah, this is also where you can sign up for my VIP there. This is the code for the day for my VIP. Like I said yesterday, on Fridays, the code can be used 5 times, but every other day, Saturday through Thursday, the code can only be used 1 time. So congrats to the lucky person. The code is WIN. I'm just going to put this in all caps. It is WIN112. And go ahead and use this code for a free month of my VIP. But again, this code can only be used 1 time by 1 person. So congrats to today's winner if you were quick enough. Again, if you were not quick enough, the best way to be quicker in the future is to turn on post notifications. It's going to be the best way to get notified my videos are out. You can tail my plays right away, and you can also potentially, use this code and get access to my VIP for free for a month. No questions asked or anything like that. You just use this code and get it. But again, this code can only be used 1 time, but I do this in every single video. So hopefully you guys had a couple of chances to do this. All right, and then let's get into the play for the day. Really, really like this play here. I think this has a really good chance of hitting, and not only chance of hitting, but I think if it does hit, we might get a couple pushes, and some of those pushes might, just cancel out one of the legs, and we will cash other ones, right? Because these are, I guess, flat lines, you can call them, right? There's no 0.5s in some of these lines. But yeah, without further ado, let me explain the correlation. I feel like explaining the correlation in every video is a great way to, teach you guys. And if there's a new viewer or anything like that, that is the best way for them to learn about what we do here. But you can see here in this top, you can kind of think about it as 2 2-mans, right? So we got a 4-man entry here. We got 2 2-mans happening. We got this play here and then this play here, but we're combining them into a 4-man. So really the name of the game with correlation is, instead of 4 separate things happening, like let's just say 4 separate games happening, maybe you have an NBA play and a tennis play and a golf play and a football play. We are combining these things to happen, right? So we got League of Legends play. These 2 players are playing each other at 4 a.m. And then we got a Valorant play. These 2 players are playing each other at 6 p.m. tonight. And pretty much what we need with League of Legends is we need this team to lose, do really poorly, and not get many kills. They are playing Gen G, which is a good team. These are both solid teams, but if this BLG team ends up losing the game and they get behind early, especially with a game like League of Legends, if you get behind early, the other team is going to be able to absolutely snowball and dominate the game, causing them to get a lot of kills and causing the other team, which is hopefully going to be BLG, to not get many kills because the other team's going to be way stronger than them. So that would cause them to go less. Back in the day, probably back in like January or February, we used to do full 4-man League of Legends slips, and they were really, really good. We would take 1 team to go under and 1 team to go more. But they got heavily payout shifted to, I think, an 8.5x or maybe even an 8x. So yeah, this is what we have been doing now. So we're going to take these 2 players to go less and less. These lines are also just too high for these players here. So yeah, hopefully these guys lose the game, and with losing the game, it'll be very likely that they go under their kill projection. And then we got a Valorant play here. We do have this team M80 and then Turtle Troop. Pretty cool name for a team. But we are taking them less and less, these 2 players, and Valorant is different than League of Legends. Valorant is correlated based off of game length, okay? So if the game ends up being a longer game, then there's going to be more kills in that game. If the game ends up being a shorter game, then there's going to be less kills in that game. So this game, I think, is going to be a shorter game, causing me to go less and less on these 2 players. I'm sure you guys have seen it, right? Win or lose on these slips, a lot of times these players will either go 0 of 2 or they will go 2 of 2, right? Like I said, think about it as 2 different slips, but we are just going to combine them as a 4-man. And a lot of times these either go 2 of 2 or 0 of 2. It seems like a lot of my PrizePicks account, I have a lot of 0 of 2s or 2 of 2s, right? We have like green and red, or we have green and all green, or we have like all red, right? All 0 of 4, which still means that it is correlated. It just went the opposite side of the spectrum as we thought. So correlated based on game length, a shorter game, and if this game does end up going shorter, then both of these guys would benefit a shorter game to go less than their kills, and then if these guys lose, both of these guys would benefit to go less kills as well. So again, we're pretty much, instead of a 4-man having 4 separate events happening, we just need 2 separate events. We need this team to lose, and we need this game to be a short game. And if those 2 things happen, then obviously things can happen, and one of these players could absolutely go off still if it's a short game, but we would be in a very good spot, and it would be very likely that we would hit 4 out of 4. So that is the strategy. It's always best to stick to some sort of strategy while betting, because win or lose, you kind of know that the strategy is working. And this is a very proven long-term strategy to be profitable and beat the books on PrizePicks. I say it all the time, this is 10x. So if you hit just 1 in 10 of these, you will break even. I'm sure that is, that's even if you break even betting, that's better than 95% of the population. And then if you just hit 1 in 9 of these, or even 12, 13% of these, you would become profitable over the long term here. So that is what we're doing. We are long-term bettors, long-term thinkers here. And we always bet with logic. So thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you guys like these picks. Again, I can't say this enough, going and talking about the correlation, that's great and all, and this is a profitable way to bet, but the easiest way, literally you can do this without even thinking, is to download these apps, and whenever a promo comes out, just bet on the promos. It's so easy to do, and you will make a couple $100s a month on each of these apps doing that. So that's a great thing that I do all the time as well, and I try to send out plays when I can for these different apps too, whether that be on my free plan or my VIP plan. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you guys tomorrow. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and let's have a great Saturday.